Started the computer and the microphone wasn't working. Starting today off with a bang, aren't we? Okay, let's try this again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Houston. We have a problem. It's our Charity Tuesday show. It also happens to be Giving Tuesday here on the internet. I don't have much of a voice. I had no voice yesterday. I got a little bit of a bug that some coworkers brought back from Italy, and thank you guys. So, we're raising money for Toys for Tots, hoping to get to that $1,000 level. If you're watching the show, there's a recorded version later. There's buttons anywhere to the side that says donate. You should be able to donate whenever, wherever, and everything will go to Toys for Tots. As well as, if you watch this, all the ad revenue. So any commercials pop up, that money goes to Toys for Tots as well. So help those kiddos celebrate a great Christmas. I have a couple issues that popped up, other than the fact the microphone wasn't working because my computer restarted. I am missing a half an hour of chat. So anyone that posted and donated the first part of the show or before the show began, I can't see it. Normally I can see from like the minute I launch this thing, but I cannot see anything up until 1:27 p.m. That's the first chat I get. So I can't thank the people who donated before that. But we're already 40.5% of the way to our goal. We've raised $405. So I'm going to thank the folks who are who I can see on the chat. Daniel Batchelor, first name, last name. The Oat Milk Man, the most threatening name in all of the internet. Jay McGill, Wheat Wild, thank you. Leo B, Don Caesar, Shadem. Cruel Kind, which is an ironic name for donating to children. Cruel Kind again, Anonymous. Kevin Rejonen. Cruel Kind again. Goodness gracious. Michael O'Hara. Cruel Kind making it rain. Cruel Kind again. Holy smokes. Cruel Kind has just got the stacks. $100 bills all. Y'all. Thank you, everybody. And if you donated before that, I apologize. I can't see it. Another anonymous, thank you. Okay. So, one of these. Okay. We'll get a little bit of that thing in there. And the cat cam. Monkey cam. We're ready to go. Okay. This reminds me of our Charity Tuesday back in May when I discovered I had COVID. It's not COVID this time. I've tested twice. It's just a head cold. Okay. It's just going to be, I can do a movie voice. In a land where men donate toys to children in a time that is Charity Tuesday, there stands one man against them all, and his voice hurts. Okay. Kitty, what you talking about? Okay, so things we can talk about right off the bat. Let's talk fictitious Acme preferred share. I know a lot of you guys want updates on that. I've heard from several folks who've checked in with their brokers, and they're saying that when it comes time to close out the short positions, if the shorts have not voluntarily done it, the brokers will begin starting the 8th. So, this has been confirmed from TD, E-Trade, and Fidelity. All say the 8th is when they will begin to close out those positions. So, if you perhaps are wondering how a hypothetical situation will turn out, if there's a preferred share that is set to close on, say, the 12th of December, and you're wondering when the rocket ship's going to take off as the price explodes, it looks like beginning the 8th is when the broker trading computers will be taking over the buying and closing of those positions. So, that's what we have to look forward to. And I'm going to end up whispering the show eventually. Whew. Well, we're almost halfway there at $489 already. You guys are going to save me. I don't know how long I can do this. All right. And if you ask questions that before 1:27 p.m., I can't see them. I'm sorry. I clicked that whole top chat, show all chat thing, and it just like reset and deleted the first half an hour of possible chats that were in there. So I can't see those questions, and I apologize. And I can't see the wonderful folks who donated too that were in there. It's also Shiny Shirt Week, day 21, the third week of Shiny Shirt Week. We have a wonderful blue Cambodian gold thread shirt that my friend Angie brought back. Angie's my birthday twin, so if you know Angie's birthday, you know my birthday. And it's shiny, it's gold, it's blue, it's silky, and it's wonderful. I think she got this from a vendor in Angkor Wat when she was there. All right. Michael Steegs, Houston, when is the last possible delivery of AMC Ape stocks? I don't know, man. I don't know when the last possible delivery would be. Whenever they are done sending them. There was, I don't know if you guys read, there was the 10K? 10G? Shoot, I forget which filing it was. There was some really disconcerting language at the end of their most recent filing that was basically like, hey, if we don't get more customers next year, we're done. Which was very disconcerting. Basically saying that interest payments on their debt is just eating them alive. And that's kind of, I think, where they're standing on that one. So they need to figure out a way to raise capital, pay off that debt. If they can clear the debt off their books, they can be a profitable company. But as long as they've got that debt and they're paying off the interest, they can't afford to go black. Michael Pitzko. Pizco? I read today that James Hetfield from Metallica will be officiating Kermit and Miss Piggy's wedding. He's pastor of Muppets. You guys and your dad jokes. Pastor of Muppets. Pastor of Muppets. My God, man. Okay. Scott Pollen. Justin, read up on total return swaps. Someone, wink, wink, has a market cap swap on GME and AMC. One of these days, AMC will just plummet, rug pull, and GME will rocket. That's the swap failing. Swaps are regulated by CFTC and can trade help write them. They might be played against each other. I don't know enough about that in the swaps market, whether that's true or not. Anna Rolnick Houston, did you hear the interview that Tiffany Fong posted with SBF? He's another super narcissist. It got sent to me just before the show. I saw a little bit of it. I find it interesting that, like, these narcissistic dudes don't read. Like, SBF proudly is like, I don't read books. And then Kanye West is proudly is like, I don't read books. So what is it about being a narcissist that means you don't read? Is that, like, if I look that up right now, do narcissists read books? Google Chrome. Open that up. Symptom. I can't type. Narcissism doesn't read books. Huh. Apparently, that is one of those things that narcissists don't read books. How about that? There's a weird thing for you. So, Kanye, oops, shoot. I didn't mean to click on that one. Wait, did I turn off my thing? No, don't tell me. I can't remember if I turned it off or not. Shit. Kitty. You're a distraction, dude. You're sitting there just purring away, and I can't remember. Oh, crap. Oh, both of them are going. Two shows in a row. I messed up, cat. You're hanging out. What did they say about bad cat? Black cats being bad luck, buddy. Okay, now they're off. And you look in there all sweet, being a sweet little cat. But I have no voice. I'm just a gravelly man today. The cat, it just licks himself and distracts me. I messed up on Friday too. Oh, kitty. 11 days. We're never gonna hit that record ever again, cat. 11 days. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, SPF doesn't read books in the classical narcissist. There you go. And he's on meth, so that also seems to affect people's personalities. Cruel Guy in Houston, turn the table and ask the chat questions you're curious about. What's your favorite color, chat? I don't know what to ask the 300 of you that are in here. I rely on you guys to keep the conversation going. Okay. Whoa, we're at 589. Oh, crap. Looks like I've got to do some thank yous before I mess up here. Okay. So where were we? We were at another anonymous. Cruel Kind again. Goodness gracious, Cruel Kind. You are single-handedly providing Christmas for a whole bunch of kids. Sunny Singh. Cruel Kind again. Anonymous. Cruel Kind again. Holy smokes, Cruel Kind. Just the absolute cruelest, kindest, grinchiest man of them all. Dog Toddler. Andrew Stewart. Cruel Kind again. Aaron Salentine. Goodness gracious, my man. We're at 590. We're 59% of the way to our $1,000 goal. And we're only 14 minutes in. And I might only have 14 minutes of voice left. So, I thank you all. And you can see why I wasn't able to do a show yesterday. Because, oh my goodness, I'm struggling. I am struggling so hard. Anna Rulnick, I was watching a gift episode of Van Niestad's channel and was wondering what you would put on your ultimate gift list. Oh, man. The things that I would consider great gifts are probably completely weird and out of line with most of the population. Air miles. I would love, and I could build one myself, but I saw a while ago a neat little box specifically for acid testers for gold to keep them all lined up. And when I tried to buy it, it didn't exist anymore. It's like, oh man, so I might have to build one myself. People are like, acid testers for gold. Yeah, test the purity of gold, see like what if it's 12 karat, 14 karat, 18 karat, and so on. Inflatable hot tubs are always a fantastic gift. They are the greatest thing in the entire world. I highly recommend that every household have an inflatable hot tub. My most recent one is currently broken, so I will need a new one at someday. It's there's a leak somewhere, and I can't figure out where. I think it's in the piping, and all the water leaks out. And the air stays nice and full, but the water cannot maintain a level higher than this, which is very unfortunate because I love me an inflatable hot tub. Kitty, you got anything for us, buddy? What else be on that gift guide? Monkey butt? Dinosaur bones? Yeah? Dinosaur bones are up there. They're very popular. She's basically sleeping in a pile of them over there. Man. Maybe some throat lozenges and NyQuil. That would also be on my top of my list for gift guides. MT Houston, why'd you FTD yesterday? You can hear it in my voice now. Snare alert. Oi, Houston. The DTC delivers NB stock to your brokerage, which will then be put into your account. NB Divvy will burn everything to the ground, not the new stock. That could possibly happen as well. Because if for some reason the shorts don't close position and you end up with the stock past the closure date when it goes private, then they're going to be on the hook for the dividend. And that could possibly be more than the money they have. Cat, you're just licking my finger. It's now you're nibbling my finger. It's very weird. Hey, not your friend. HW, Mauna Loa erupted. Mauna Loa is erupting. It's on the let's go to the map. Let's map it up. Okay, open up there. I'll show you guys what's happening. We talked about this on the show in the past. Okay, Google Earth is up and it's just not opening. Open Google Earth. Open. Kitty, quit licking my finger, dude. I'm trying to use the mouse and you're just licking my finger like a weirdo. Google Earth, open. Gosh dang it. All right, Google Earth. Here. One sec. Everything just wants to give me issues today. Come on. Come on. Control deleted. Show me task manager. Do something, computer. You're a supercomputer. You should be able to do this. Seriously, computer? You're not gonna at all try to open anything? What is... There we go. Okay. You. Oh, wait, Google... Oh, Google's finally opening. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, to Hawaii. Zooming in. The big island of Hawaii, where the largest volcano in the world, Mauna Loa, rests. And you can see, looking down on Mauna Loa, just how many eruptive events there are. How much lava has flowed off of the sucker. Now, what's happening right now is there was an eruption at the caldera, and then that split and erupted up here on the northwest rift zone, and it looks like it's flowing down towards Saddle Road, and possibly to the Pakaloa military camp, which is down here. They train like Green Berets and stuff down here. It's cold and miserable at this camp. You think Hawaii, yay, get to go station in Hawaii. You're at 7,000 feet, and it is 40 degrees, foggy, and pissing rain constantly. It is not very fun here at all. But they got a little runway, they got all stuff, and the lava flow is coming down. It looks like it's coming down and might fill up this area of Saddle Road. Depending on which side the lava flow comes down on, it might flow towards the Kona side. Or if it comes down on the east side of the saddle, it would go towards Hilo. But I have a feeling it's going to go more towards the Kona side, personally. Right now, it's not pumping out an insane volume of magma. There's been eruptive events in the past where it pumped out so much lava that within 3 hours it was in the ocean. But this one is the rift. It's higher up on the rift zone. It's pretty light flow at the moment, so I don't know how long this eruptive event's going to happen. And I wish Leaky Lava was in here. He can give some updates, but he's probably on the mountain staring at lava right now. But Jake, if you happen to be in the chat, pop in there and tell us what's going on. So I wish I was there in a helicopter staring at it right now, or on the ground poking with a stick, because I love that. And what's cool right now is that it snowed on top of both mountains, on top of Mauna Loa and on top of Mauna Kea. So there's snow up there with the lava. It's pretty cool. And it's exciting. It's the first time we've had an eruption in Mauna Loa since 1984. The last one, 84, came down and got to within 9 miles of Hilo before it stopped. So it got to right here. And they were worried it was going to make it all the way to Hilo and wipe out into the bay. And pretty funny story. The insurance companies came right out and said, no, we're not going to honor your insurance if the lava comes through and takes out your house. So everyone in Hilo started putting full cans of gasoline next to their homes, because if the lava hit the gasoline exploded and burned the house down, their homeowner's insurance against fire damage would count. And so, fearing the entire town bursting into flames in a huge firestorm and having to replace, rather than like 10 houses get hit with lava, having to replace like 10,000 houses, the insurance companies finally were like, okay, fine. If your house gets hit with lava, we'll replace it. So a little help from the group there. Cat, you're now on top of the mouse pad and I can't use it. Um, so, banding together can help you achieve great things. All right. Whoa, we're 815. Hold on, when did that happen? What the hell? Okay, I gotta go back up and do more thank yous because we are 81.5% of the way to our goal, which I think we're gonna blow past our goal today. At this rate, you guys are fantastic, especially Cruel Kind. You've been fantastic. 1,000,000%. Aaron Salentine, thank you. Artemis, thank you. Jeff Christman, thank you. Cruel Kind again, thank you so much. Anonymous, thank you. My goodness, folks. You guys are fantastic. Just the best audience on the internet for a guy who could barely keep his eyes open and his voice going. And you are helping out kids. Grandpa Barney jumped in there. Holy crap, Grandpa Barney pushes right over the edge. This is the fastest we've ever met our goal in the history of Charity Tuesday. Meatball Candy, dude, we're blowing right past the sucker. We're 115% of our way through our goal, I think, right now. 110%, somewhere around there. So, man, we'll keep going, though. I'm going to go as long as my voice will hold out. And we can raise all sorts of money for kids. They can have toys on the Christmas tree. Because not everyone is in the best of shape. We'll provide a great Christmas for the children. So, I want to thank you so much, everybody. Like, right off the bat, we're over $1,000. And you guys are rad. This is just fantastic. You guys are just the greatest. And I'm sorry I'm not bringing my A game because I'm quite under the weather at the moment. But well, we did it. Yay! You guys did it. You guys are awesome. Okay. Where was I? Chad Clifford, we've talked about the Earth getting heavier from space debris. So does the gravitation of Earth increase as well? And when should we expect this additional gravity to pull us and all other planets together? Well, the Earth gains mass every single day. Like 2,000 tons of dust falls on the Earth every day. But that is such a small amount compared to the overall mass of the Earth that it really doesn't make that much of a difference. Plus, that same amount of material and more falls on the sun, falls on other planets, and is not really affecting overall the gravitational interaction between the different bodies as they orbit each other. So unless we got hit with something really, really big, like planet-sized, smacked into us, it's not going to have too much of an effect on our rotation or our position in the orbital plane of the solar system. Cat, you are just in the way. I cannot use this mouse to scroll. Okay. First name, last name, Houston. What were some of the funniest moments of your life? Ever peed yourself laughing? Stories, please. I need a better prompt than that. I need like to recall such moments. I need like a more specific thing to trigger something in my memory hole. Raw. Trying to think. All right, so I got this really cool shirt, and it's like a Japanese watercolor scene of like a village. People in a village, like making mochi and doing whatever they are in this ancient Japanese village. It's a really cool shirt, but the sleeves are just gigantic. Like this, the whole, it's like a wizard sleeve, right? And I was wearing this shirt. I was working in this bar, and I was serving a table, and the table was at a booth. And the booth, you get the two backs of the booth that meet, right, and chair for either side. There's a coat hook. And I went to hand this rosarita, and that sleeve caught the coat hook. My arm stopped, and just launched this rosarita all over this lady, just head to toe rosarita. I was like, oh, fucking A. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We'll pay for dry cleaning. We'll free drinks. I'm the worst human being in the entire world. I am so sorry. And they're like, it happens. Mistakes happen. We'll get over it. They obviously I ruined their day, but they're like being cool about it. 10 minutes later, I come to drop off their calamari, and I go to hand their calamari. My sleeve catches the exact same thing again. My arm stops and just launches calamari over this lady. And by the time like, it flies in the air, the husband's already going, "Look at it again!" And this lady's not only like pink head to toe with Rosarita, but now she's got like calamari stuck in her hair and like down her blouse. And I've never worn that shirt. I think I wore that shirt on the show, but I don't think I've ever worn that shirt again anywhere else. Just out of pure fear that I'm going to catch that sleeve on something, and I don't know, accidentally knock an old lady's lights out or something. I've never worn it in public again. It's been like a decade. Yeah. I also dropped an entire mayonnaise knife on someone once, and it like went through the back of their head, down their beautiful like hand knit sweater, and there was just a lot of mayo everywhere. Where am I? Okay. Wunai, Houston, first trade turned off the buy button yesterday. Sadly, was the only broker I could use, but regardless, this is a very bullish sign, right? I think so. I think it's showing that, troubles are coming. I assume we're talking about the Acme preferred share hypothetical buy button, right? Girk's not so hot neighbor. Houston, can you please go over how many realistic shares of Acme there are and give us a price breakdown on what you think the value is? Girk spoke yesterday about it, said it's already overvalued. I mean, people brought up before that Girk has mentioned it's already overvalued. In our hypothetical Acme share situation, is that it represents the ownership of like 3 to 6 million barrels of oil and some 6 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Now, the wholesale value of that energy, that fuel, if you suck it out of the ground and sell it in the market, is upwards of like $600 billion. So, let's say that the oil field sells for $1 a barrel, right? Because it has been extracted yet, you got to invest the money in the infrastructure and do all that stuff. So it sells for $1 a barrel. You're looking at $6 billion. Okay, so $6 billion right off the bat. That comes out to like $60 per share in dividend. So if the share stock is trading at $9, in a few short weeks, you potentially get $60 out of each and every one of those things, then it's not overvalued. You are 6xing your entire investment right off the bat, right? So it's not overvalued. Period. Like, if you could pay $9 to get $60 back, you are doing a great job. Just like if you were buying Twitter, right? You're buying Twitter at $54 and you get $54.20 back, you made profit. Twitter was not undervalued at $54, right? If you're buying Twitter at $9 and you're getting $54 back from it, Girk wouldn't have said that it's undervalued at that price, right? No, right? You're getting, $45 profit off of that. So, how many potential shares are out there? That is going to be really hard to nail down, because before it was a preferred share, it was a stock trading on the NASDAQ, hypothetically, that say got shorted down to 21 cents, right? And was going to get delisted. When we see stocks get hit like that, we're looking at tens of millions or hundreds of millions of not just legitimate shorts, but naked shorts as well. And FTDs like nobody's business. So if they didn't close out during the merger, then that carried over into this preferred share situation. And the preferred share means that whatever's been shorted since then, and we are seeing like 20 million shares shorted just in the past few weeks. You might be looking at hundreds of millions of shares. Some estimates, folks are putting at 280 million. And we're seeing volume still of like 1.5 million shares a day, hypothetically, on this hypothetical preferred share stock situation. So they're not closing. They're not doing a single bit of closing. And we know that the brokerages said they're going to close positions. They're going to force shorts to close starting on the 8th. That's 3 different big brokerages have all said the exact same thing to their customers. we're going to start forcing the closing positions on the 8th. So we've got a week. What's that? 10 days? 10 days. It'll be Thursday the 8th is when they're going to start forcing closing. So that's when they're going to be making the phone calls, the margin calls, possibly liquidating by the afternoon or that Friday and trying to close out. So it could be a really, really, really quick, fast, steep, and angry rise in price for a fictitious hypothetical share of a company that may or may not resemble another preferred stock that's out there. And how high can it go? I mean, I heard of a trick that if you are in, say, Fidelity, which won't let you set really crazy prices right off the bat, that if you go like just in the pre-market right before open, when in the bid-ask spread is just crazy prices being listed because regular market sales aren't happening, that you can perhaps list the price in the hundreds or thousands of dollars if you happen to list it during pre-market. And so if the trading computers take over, right? Trading computers take over, they don't care what the price is because they're liquidating a bunch of jerks and they're selling off everything they have to close these positions. And the computer will buy whatever's available. Anything's available. The market makers can't produce fake ones at this period of time, right? You can't create more shorts going into this because the brokers will be liquidating them too, if that's the case. So the only shares that'll be available will be whatever you are willing to sell it for. And if, as a collective group of investors, we seem to value the price of this stock in the thousands, and the only shares available are those that are selling for thousands of dollars, that's what the trading computers are going to buy. And they will buy those shares for thousands of dollars. And that's it. That's how you get a stock that was trading at 80 cents a year ago to go for thousands of dollars, say, in 10 days. So, Cat, you're just messing things up. So that's kind of where we are. We're just waiting to see exactly how crazy it will be. Okay. Half my brain is kind of in a fog right now, just to let you know, and I apologize for that. Holy smokes, we're at 1.3 thousand. We're 130% of our goal. Let me do some more thank yous because you guys are fantastic. Anonymous, thank you. A1 Car Stereo, thank you. Anonymous, thank you. Get It Got, thank you so much. Get It Got. Girk's Not So Hot Neighbor, thank you. Anonymous, thank you. We're at $1,300. We just got like 100 kids' toys. This is fantastic. Okay. Drive with Valerian. Thoughts on HNRC trading at 37 cents, but promising spin-off dividend for $1.75 in 3 weeks. Seems too good to be true, but I bought some anyway. What am I missing? I don't know anything about HNRC. I don't know who those are. HNRC. HNRC. Houston Natural Resources. I should know about them because they got my name in them. Boom. Shaboink. Go there. Click on that one. Open that up. Okay, so they're promising a $1.73 dividend. That's a pretty special dividend. I mean, that's 3x on your money right off the bat. So it seems like when's the date of record for that? If the date of record is already passed, then you're screwed. But if the date of record hasn't passed yet, then you're getting a $1.75, and you should be cool, man. So, yeah, where have they been? They've been as high as 75 cents. And they were a $20 stock in 2018, and then ever since. Looks like a much more active trading on its way down here. It wasn't traded very much back in the day. Huh. Well, I don't know anything about them other than they are a natural resources company. And they do natural resource stuff, I presume. Yeah, seems like a good deal. Cool, get it. Greg Sauce out neighbor. Part 2, he mentioned the value is about 350 million. I'm having trouble with the math myself. No, the value is way higher than 350 million. The value was 350 million 2 years ago when oil was trading negative, but now oil is $100 a barrel, and the value is insane. We saw that similar oil field, about half the size with half the proven reserve, sold for $4 billion just a few weeks ago. So, we got twice the land, twice the oil, and a bunch of natural gas that the other field didn't have, and that will up the value a lot more. First name, last name, Houston. On Reddit, the word is that shorts don't have to close Acme positions, only pay the close price on the last day. Thoughts? No. Nope. That's not how it should work. Because essentially, if they're going to pay the close price on the last day, then that would mean that shares were selling the people that want to sell. That means they're closing shares that people didn't want to close on, and no one agreed to that. So no, that's not how it works. That's how it works if there's a sale price for the stock. Is that when a company goes private and there's a sale, there's a set sale price. So there's a takeover, like with Twitter, and the price is $54.20. Shorts can close at $54.20 and then be done with it right there on the last day. But there's no agreed upon sales price for the Acme preferred share or hypothetical share. Therefore, whatever the close price is whatever someone demands for it. And it's a very weird situation. It's not like normal stocks when they go private and there's a set sale price. There is no set sale price. There's nothing agreed upon by anyone that this is the price is going to close for. So no, they can't. The price is going to go up even more. Damian Bellman, Houston. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? 4. That's how much. It's Liddy, Houston. I would like your opinion. The TD rep from the margin risk department stating that the shorts and long will close at the same price. 2, is it possible to roll over shorts in a private market? You cannot have short positions on a private stock. So you can't roll that over. And I don't know how you're going to say that shorts and long will close at the same price when longs don't have to close. Right? Like right now I'm long. I'm long on all of my shares. And if I don't agree to a price, then if I'm holding any synthetics, they borrowed my shares or sold me shares that were FTD'd or naked, right? They can't close that position unless I agree to let them close that position. And the only way I'm going to let them close that position is if I sell my shares for a boatload of money. So, if I don't agree to it, and I'm willing to go into the private sphere, then they haven't closed anything yet. And if there are shares that exist of mine that are synthetic, then they're going to have to replace those with real shares. Where are they going to get those from? They got to buy them from someone. And the only way they can do that is by paying a fortune. So, they got to pay a fortune. We should be seeing volume numbers really begin to spike next week. But right now, we're not seeing that yet. They're all hoping that they can spread this FUD and get everybody all worried. But ain't happening, Jack. No one's selling. Daniel Motes, Houston, January 2022 was the start of a terrible year in the market. Do you think January 2023 could be bad also? Yep. I mean, Just look at news of the rest of the world. Europe right now has to deindustrialize, meaning they have to shut down factories and plants and a lot of places of business just to conserve energy. The energy market is pretty messed up because they were so dependent for so long on Russian energy. And now they got to take imports from a lot of different places in the world to help power everything. Plus, they got a problem with nuclear plants going down in France. Not enough water in the reservoirs in places like Norway to power hydroelectric. And they don't have liquefied natural gas ports for a lot of these imports. So like Spain and England have a ton of them, but the other countries do not. So England now has to like really up their energy production so they can export electricity across their cable works into the rest of Europe. And Germany's looking at opening up mothballed coal plants, which is really great for the environment. We gotta but they already shut down all the nuclear plants after Fukushima. Germany, you are not a seismically active place. You are not at risk of tsunami. Why'd you shut down all of your nuclear power plants? Angela Merkel really screwed that one up. But they aren't reopening the nuclear power plants, reopening their coal-fired plants, which is just silly. Open your nuclear power plants, buddies. And we got, real estate market is falling off a cliff. The tech world's laying off tens of thousands of workers. I bet we're going to get some reports coming out about the Christmas shopping season, and it's not going to be quite as on fire as it was in years past, and that's going to cause the market to pull back a little bit more. And we get more housing data that people aren't buying houses or applying for loans, and the market's got a lot more to go. Okay. Don says, your Shadem in March. I'm attending a writers' conference and then seeing family in your area. One of those islands, Whidbey or something. I would like to buy you food if you'll be around. I will eat food. Food come March. Sold. All right. Oh, Cruel Kind announces he's doing donation matching. Fantastic. That's why you're in there so constantly. Thank you, Cruel Kind. All right. We Wild, just for old time's sake. Where are we going here, We Wild? Going somewhere. Where are you taking us? Let's go somewhere around the world. And shabam. Oh, back on Diego Garcia. What is with you guys and Diego Garcia also? Yes, there's an atoll in the middle of the Pacific called Diego Garcia. It is at the end of the Maldives. And for some reason, you guys like to send us here. All right. Chagos Archipelago. What's on these little islands here? Anyone here? Looks like there's no one here. Egmont Islands? There looks to be no one there. In this big old patch, there's a couple of islands left on this archipelago. Here's Indian Island Ocean Territory. A couple little guys here. I'm sure these are just lovely little dive spots too. Middle brother. Huh. Whoa. Got a serious break right here. I could see these surfable waves from space. Gardner, if you're watching, let's go to Middle Brother and go do some surfing. You can buy some tiger sharks out here. Fantastic. All right. The Diego Garcia bet. What is it you guys always want me to see at Diego Garcia? I don't understand. I don't. I'm so confused. B-2 bomber or something hang out there? I don't know. All right. Whoa. $1,400. Dang, son. Okay. So what was the last one we did? It was Anonymous. Daniel Motes, thank you. Prontal, thank you. Dizzy. Anonymous. Tony. Jose Rosario, another anonymous. Thank you so much, folks, for getting in there. Just fantastic. You guys rule. You guys rule so much. Oh shoot. Come on, work. Crap, my screen's frozen. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys see me? My page is unresponsive. Crap. Oh, wait, there. Oh, it just jumped. Okay. All right. It's working again. Oh, I was worried that the whole show had just frozen. Okay. Nothing was working, but now it's all working again. Computer, what is up with you? I restarted you. Are you angry that I restarted you? Okay, so oh, chat reset to 2 o'clock, and now I can see you guys telling me that you can't hear me because the microphone wasn't on. Royal Bank of Canada just bought HSBC. Really? Hong Kong Shanghai Bank is now part of RBC. That means RBC is now responsible for owning the bank that's the drug smuggler's best friend. How do you feel about that, Canadians? How do you feel about Royal Bank of Canada now owning the bank, the favorite bank of drug dealers? HSBC loves taking all those dineros and then figure out ways to launder it all for everybody. Constantly get in trouble for it. Just in my head, if you were an X-Men, whose powers would you want? Man, I think being Wolverine would be the most cathartic out of all of the X-Men powers because you just tear things apart and just kick the shit out of stuff. And then let's be honest, like punching a pillow is really cathartic. So if you could do it to like a bad guy's head and just go rah, that wouldn't really hurt my throat. You would. It just feels great. So other X-Men powers can get a little more esoteric. Like I don't know if like going zap to somebody has this like great a cathartic feeling as just like tearing someone's limbs off does, or making their head explode or whatever. I think I have to go with a little bit of Wolverine on that one. You know, will have adamantium like him? I don't know, but it's just I think about the mental state. I mean, he did do a lot of drinking. I don't drink, so maybe it would drive me to drinking. I don't know, but he's a tough Canadian, tough Canuck. That guy. Monkey butt. Hi. Come and say hi. Come on. Come say hi to everybody. Charity show. So come on and say hi. There we go. Got a monkey butt saying hi. Look at the camera. Look right there. Look right there. Look, you weren't looking there. You weren't looking there at all. But you are a sweet little dog. Yes, you are. Here's the sweet little monkey butt. Oh, the monkey cam's frozen. Monkey, you're frozen in the monkey cam. But you're fine here. Yep. So there's 2 monkey butts. There's the frozen in time one, and then there's our little buddy right down here. Get up there. Get up there. Okay. Iofrika Houston, where would you go on vacation if you go anywhere? Would you come visit me? I don't know where you are there, Iofrika. I have Africa. God damn it. For those of you that have come over and have no idea what the Eye of Africa means, people send me coordinates. I go to them on Google Earth, and we talk about like the place. It might be something weird. It might be a cool geologic formation. And when I started doing it, people not realizing that a few shows earlier had already sent me the Eye of Africa. Now they send me the Eye of Africa constantly. and now they're making their name the Eye of Africa. Yes, I would come visit you. The train ride, a friend of mine did the train ride through Mauritania, and 130-degree weather, riding on the top of a train. Said it was fantastic and scary, but get out that direction. Yes, I will come visit you. But where would I go if I had the choice? My 3 dream locations that I really want to do. I want to go to the Seychelles. I want to sail the Dalmatian coast in Croatia. And I want to go to Socotra, which is a weird little island between Africa and Yemen. It's got some really crazy, unique plants and cool rock formations and great little streams and tropical ponds and stuff. I would go there. And oh yes, the Iggy Lemon. If the hot boys and girls pornbot wants to say spam the message board, please donate to Charity Tuesday. Help raise money for kids. So yes, there we go. Please do that. Mind Game 01. Can we ever dream of getting far enough into the universe if we are limited by the speed of light? When even if you could travel faster than light, it would still take a lifetime. Wormholes? I mean, if we wanted to get across the universe at the speed of light, it would take us 14 billion years at this point. It'd take even longer than that because while we're traveling, the Earth, the universe is still expanding. So we're trying to get there, and the universe is expanding faster than the speed of light. So we may never be able to actually get to the other side if we're traveling the conventional means, constantly accelerating, trying to get to the speed of light. That being said, there's all the methods about space travel. We talk about you got 2 points of space. You want to travel, you fold space, and then you end up on the other side. We can do things like that, hypothetically, theoretically, and wormholes are a way of doing that. Now, we've never found a wormhole. We've never made a wormhole. They've just been postulated that they could exist, but we actually don't know if they do or not. It'd be fantastic if they did. They'll pop out the other side of a wormhole somewhere. It'd not lose any time in the process. That'd be great. Hunsenbell, coordinates. Check out the Dutch version of the Autobahn waterway crossing. Okay. Let's check it out. We're going to leave Diego Garcia here. And smack. Waterway crossing. Oh, this is one of the ones where the boats go over the highway. Ah, so desu ne. So the land is 10 feet under sea level, and the waterway itself is also 10 feet under sea level. That doesn't make any sense. There's 3. So this is... Huh. You Dutch. Look at all these waterfront houses here. You got little boats. Everyone's got their boats. Trampoline. Those are Mormons. There's a trampoline there too. This trampoline is bigger than that trampoline. Do they know that their neighbors have a bigger trampoline than them? Yeah, we know a bigger trampoline. Okay. So how far is it to get out? Everyone's got a boat there, but how the hell do you get out of here? These channels all over the place. So how far away is the ocean? So they have these giant boats, and they've got to get all the way out to here to get to the open ocean. Dang. I mean, look at it. This is a significant boat right here. 2 significant boats. Got 2 boats. Both of those are like 10 meters at least, if not more. And they got to take this thing through the channels. Either they're going to go play in this lake, which is not that big for how big that boat is, or they've got to get through this channel, get out to this channel, get all the way out, boom, finally out to the ocean. And once they're out there, what do? I don't know. Hang out. And their boats are frozen half the year. and they're ice skating on their channels. Crazy. Andrew Stewart Houston, how bad will stagflation get? If we cut interest rates, it will get really bad. So the way the Fed is operating right now is that they are raising interest rates while the prices of things are falling and people are losing money and jobs and everything else. And they got to keep rising until the pain is like really great. And essentially trade ends. Trade just stops. And then they go, okay, we can cut interest rates now. Spur some investment. But it might be a year or two away. But if they start cutting interest rates now, we're screwed. Stagflation will get us because we will have an economy that's not growing and possibly shrinking while the price of everything is going through the roof. So it would get really bad if that were the case. Okay, we're at $1,400 for Charity Tuesday. We have Anonymous is the most recent one popping there, so thank you, Anonymous. Anyone else who wants to? No, my voice is failing me so bad right now. Anyone else who'd like to help donate for Toys for Tots and make this a real gangbuster of a Charity Tuesday, feel free. I don't know how much longer my voice can hold out. Like my eyes are watering from trying to talk right now. So I want to thank you all for doing this, but I'll be honest, tomorrow if my voice is like this, I won't be able to do a show tomorrow. It's I'm in pain at the moment. I'm in absolute pain. So, but thank you everybody for jumping in there and helping out and donating, because Charity Tuesdays are the best, and I wouldn't miss this for the world. This happens to be the second Charity Tuesday in the last 6 months where I've been ill while doing it. So thank you for at least getting us to our goal and beyond, dude. Yeah. So Silhouette says, dude, what the fuck? Me and everyone I know is sick, just like Houston, runny nose, water eyes, and sore throat. Yeah. I don't know if you got the Italian version like I did, but it's got a hold of me, man. It's got a hold of me real tight. Amish Matrix shirt. Okay. Houston, will you auction off voicemail greetings for viewers? That's actually a good idea. What Wait, don't tell me does. If you win their little contests, you get a voice greeting for your answer. Excuse me, for your answering machine. Sure. Figure out how to do that. Why not? Do I have to punch the code in for your phone and do it from there? I don't know. I haven't changed my voice greeting since I got my phone because I honestly have no idea how to do it now. I heard the instructions, like 20 years ago? Put it in there. My voice greeting is something to the effect of, you reached Houston. Either I'm ignoring you or I don't have my phone with me. Either way, leave a message. And it makes some people so angry. You're ignoring me? Yeah, usually I'm ignoring you if you're calling. Okay. Oh, everyone's liking the fact the cat's on the on the stream, right, Kitty? Can't quite see you too much, but there's a black fuzzy thing right there. Oh yeah. If I scratch him hard enough, he has to lick himself. There he goes. He's licking himself. That's right, little kitty. You having a great time. Little handsome cat hanging out. Now that Snoopy's not around, he's just got out. Aaron Salentine, USA beat Iran 1-0. Well, 2 draws and a win. That's enough to get to the next round, so we're going to take it. The competition is going to get a lot more stiff here on out. Got the Barry White voice going on. Okay. Marvin G, just tuning in. Weird voice, dude. Thanks for powering through. Yeah. Jimmy D, Houston. What the fuck is going on in China? Sounds like Chinese people are fed up with the Chinese government. So it sounds like people have been noticing that Huawei has been reaching people's phones and deleting their protest videos. So if your video is geotagged as one of the areas where the protests been going on, the phone companies are deleting your videos so you can't spread them on the internet, which, is sweet totalitarian my thought control happening there. The Chinese are really good at limiting what people can see or do or talk, say. And they're going to try their best to make sure that no one knows about what's happening in China. Until it's probably too late. Either they've crushed everybody or everybody got so pissed off they overran everything. Right, Kitty? Right? Yeah. Oh, that's a good spot, isn't it? Oh, got you yourself. Scratch so good. Michael Harrow, what volcano erupted? Mauna Loa erupted. It's spewing lava for the first time in 38 years. Everyone's terrified and excited. And there's Kevin telling me to turn off both intros. Thanks, Kevin. I screwed that one up. G-Font, hey Houston, is the Russell Wilson trade the most one-sided trade in Seattle history? It looks like the Hawks might get the second overall pick. Yeah, quite possibly. So, those of you who don't follow American football, the Seahawks quarterback, Russell Wilson, who was sort of our franchise quarterback for the last decade, took us 2 Super Bowls. We won one with him. He was the winningest quarterback for like the last 10 years. We traded him to Denver for a couple of players and a whole bunch of draft picks in the future. And at Denver, Russell Wilson has just sucked eggs. Absolutely just been atrocious. And Denver's been losing games like crazy while the Seahawks are doing pretty well. And so we have a future number 1 draft pick, first round draft pick from Denver. And the worse that Denver does this season, the more that draft pick becomes valuable, because the worse the team does, the higher in the draft order they get, which was what Seattle's getting out of this. So, so the Seahawks might get the second overall draft pick, which would get them one of the best players in college to be on their team. Just be freaking fantastic. Personally, I think there's a couple of things that play in Russell's play, which is, one, he's just not that smart. He's kind of a dim bulb. I think the money's gotten to him, and he's just a little bit lazy. He's not quite as work hard as he was because he's got so much cash now. He's looking a little out of shape. He hasn't had much of an O-line in front of him for years, so he's gotten 400 sacks on him, which has made it jiggle his brain a bit. He's out there still calling Seahawks audibles, and the other players don't know what the hell's going on. So I just think he's just not quite the player he was. He can't run as fast. He wants to be a pocket passer, but they can't afford an O-line to protect him. And he's so used to scrambling and trying to throw a ball anywhere he can get it. Kitty, you're just licking me like crazy. That he doesn't really know how to run plays at this point. And so a lot of his ability was the Seahawks being able to adapt the team to him, and he's not very good at adapting to a team. So looks like John Schneider, the GM of the Seahawks, and Pete Carroll, the coach, were the ones making Russell look great. Which sounds really weird because it seemed like they didn't have an offensive play drawn up in the last 5 years. But, it's weird. It's very weird. And all the Europeans are like, I don't care about American football, which I don't blame you. Right? Hi, Kate, you're back again. Because you're just a little dude. You little dude. Okay. But we got any more recently? We got guitar stuff and Uncle Smokey Stocks trade all donated. Dude, $1,400. $1,400 to the goal here. Kids are gonna have a great Christmas. All thanks to you guys jumping in here while my brain is just a foggy mess. And I want to thank you for it. The Terran Houston's voice is just epic. Oh, it's for the second intro part. Okay. Oh. Okay. Fee rhymes with AMC. You should have a Rick Astley intro so you can rickroll yourself every show. That would be pretty funny. Oh, I'd worry though that if the music isn't slightly altered, that it would demonetize every show I do though. Sound like a grown man with that voice. Sound like I've been smoking packs of Lucky Stripes my entire life with this voice right now. Did you guys notice that a whole bunch of crypto bros are dying all of a sudden? A Russian crypto billionaire died. We have another crypto billionaire and another one drowned in Puerto Rico. The car guy talked about how all these G-Wagons and McLarens and Lamborghinis are now selling for like way below market value as all these crypto bros are selling off everything they have because they're poor now. You got the giant house, can't pay the taxes on it. They got the fancy cars, they can't pay on that either. It's coming, man. The discounted Lamborghinis are about to flood the market, and hopefully one of our stocks will rocket just in time for us to pick them all up, right? Justin Stewart on Acme, did they find a loophole or is this financial suicide? They're still borrowing per iBorrow desk. That is one of the things that I'm really curious about as well. My overall overarching theory on that is that they're shorting, they're collecting that cash, putting that in an offshore account. Talked about this before. Is that these hedge funds will short, take that money, put it in an offshore account that they'll list as like assets, but really it's offshore, so that when it comes time to liquidate, no one has any access to it. And then they can go play with their money in the Caymans and go, and all their clients will lose all their funds, which, judging from the Panama Papers and the Pandora Papers, some of those clients are quite terrifying, and I wouldn't want to be some hedge fund bro thinking of pulling one over on like a cartel leader or a Russian general or, some warlord from the Congo. They're going to come for you, man. They're going to come for you, and it's not going to end well. They're going to get their money out of you one way or the other. Michael Harrow, narcissist, don't read terms of service from Apple's app developers agreements and find out hate speech isn't allowed. Wicked Vet 1, Houston will Acme reach or past 100. It better. Tell you that much right now. It better get well past 100. I'm shooting for 4 figures. If someone pointed out in one of the comments under the videos this week, this is sort of a litmus test. Like, if the shorts are able to get out of this, they can get out of anything. And therefore, the stuff you learn in like Finance 101 when they talk about when you open up a short position, you're opening up a potential for an infinite liability, right? No longer exists. Therefore, they are untouchable. Which makes our economy entirely dependent upon destroying our own companies via short selling, which is not a sustainable way to operate an economy. So Gary Gensler and Congress needs to figure out some way to make it so that we don't feed the beast by destroying everybody else. We gotta create a different way for these hedge funds to exist. But if they can get out of this Acme situation and not pay through the nose to do it, then they will never have to pay through the nose for GameStop, for AMC, for Be Big or anyone else. Like they've they've tuned it enough that they can get away with anything. And so this is the litmus test for that system right now. Michael Steegs, Houston, I saw a prediction that Europe will be much hotter in 30 years. But what about the ice breaking off? Is Europe getting warmer or colder? Well, it will get warmer until it gets colder. Let's go back to the Google Earth. We talked about this in the past, which has to do with the Gulf Stream, right? So the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico get baked by the sun for hours and hours a day, every day, all year. And all that hot water has to go somewhere. So all the hot water shoots through this gap between Florida and Cuba. And you can see that the current is so strong, it's actually made a canyon between the two places. There's a canyon that's formed from the current of the Gulf Stream firing out of here. There's unusually warm water, passes up the coast, makes for really crazy fishing grounds all over the place where there's warm water, where there's warmer than normal water much farther north than there should be. Bermuda is, it's 32 degrees north, which is about on par with Southern California, but it's warmer, much warmer than Southern California, much more tropical because of that Gulf Stream. And that warm water goes across the Atlantic and up into the Arctic, which makes for the temperatures in Northern Europe actually nicer than they should be for their latitude. England is 51 degrees, or sorry, London is 51 degrees north. If we go to North America, 51 degrees north puts you like where Calgary is. So London does not have winters like Calgary because it gets tempered by the ocean and by the Gulf Stream. But if this huge mass of ice were for some reason were to break up and end up in the Northern Atlantic because Greenland melted, then fresh water is less dense than salt water. So the fresh water, which is really cold and just near freezing, would float on top, would freeze over very easily because the salt content isn't very high, and would shut down the Gulf Stream that normally hits all of Europe, and would plunge Northern Europe into ice. Their winters would be really, really gnarly for a while until that fresh water in North Atlantic was able to disperse. So while the rest of the world would be warming, they might get themselves a little mini ice age as a result of that whole system. So we've seen some heavy melting happen and some slowing down of the Gulf Stream in years past, and which has worried a lot of climate scientists in Europe as to where that's going to head eventually. All right. Is it still snowing outside, Kat? It's been snowing today. Is it still snowing out there? No, it's raining right now. We're supposed to get like 4 inches of snow tonight, which is exciting because we don't get snow too often up here. So we'll have some snow by the morning. And we're supposed to get more snow on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday. So we'll see how much we get. Oh, my voice is so sore. This might have to be a 90-minute show. I don't think I can go much more than 15 more minutes here. My voice is failing me so badly right now. Okay. Artemis got kicked out after the transaction completed, puts on YouTube donations, and calls on interest squared. Michael Steegs, Houston, I suspect the plunge protection team will continue buying to protect the banks. Your thoughts? It appears that they are doing so, although we did have a little bit of dip in the SPY the last couple of days. One of the theories I saw posted, and one of you guys, was that the plunge protection team is basically waiting for the bottom to fall out in either China or Europe, and then they can give up and be like, look, it's their fault. It's them, it's not us, it's them. So I think that's what they're doing. I think that they may be artificially keeping it afloat. We thought it was for the election, and we know we're past the election. Well, seems it's still going. Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds, is 3,000 too much for my target price for Acme? The way things should shake out? No. Will it shake out that way? I have no idea what craziness the DTCC and the shorts have planned. They could full on screw us over, but I have a feeling that things are gonna start getting crazy on or around the 8th. 8th, 9th should be when it's nuts. Scott Paul and Michael, the Fed just stopped sending excess profits to the Treasury for the first time in a long time. There are serious liquidity issues out there. Keep in mind the Fed and Treasury won't default. It's true, they won't default, but there could definitely be some really freaky liquidity problems coming. Latre Pope, what if there are more synthetic shares than real shares? How do they close a position if there's not enough shares? They got to buy the synthetic shares and delete them from existence as well. So there's two ways to close a position. You buy a real share and you use that real share to replace a synthetic share somewhere, or you buy the synthetic share and you crumple it up and throw it in the waste paper basket. Those are the two ways to do it. So that's how you close those positions. Robert Schaefer, you can't IOU NextBridge. SEC made them put in the S1 that all shareholders can request a paper certificate, so there can only be 165 million. Boom. Right, Kitty? Right? Oh, that makes you so excited, doesn't it? Yes. Where are you going? Going to the lab? Oh, you're just a scratchy little guy, man. You're just a scratchy little guy. That's your entire purpose in life, is just to be a silky smooth, scratchy little guy. Yes. With crazy nipples and 6 fingers and toes. He's polydactyl. Oh, Kitty, don't step on the keyboard. Don't be a Snoopy. Don't be a Snoopy. Grandpa Barney, hi my island brother. If you go to the Big Island, you would save everybody because it would stop the eruption. That's definitely my curse, Grandpa Barney. Is that, man? The minute I finally get a chance and I go to the Big Island to go see this eruption, it will shut off. That'll be it. Everyone will be saved. I am the anti-Pele. El Chupa, do you want to show everyone extra toe beans? Here. Come here. Can we show everybody extra toe beans? Oh, you're caught in the fancy shirt. Okay, ready? Ready? Oh, good. Oh, you gotta show everybody. You gotta show. Here, how about the footsies? Here we go. Yeah. Okay. So we got. Wait, is it on the front one or is it on the back one? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and then where's your extra one? Is it here? One of them. No, you're not polydactyl on that one. It's your front paws, I think. It's your front paws, but you can't show everybody your front paws. Okay, because that's the extra one is here. It's right there. So, Kitty. So it's the front ones that have the extras, and he's just like, oh, this sucks. But he's usually so cool about everything, right? Yeah, everything's fine now. Everything's fine. You got molested for a bit, and everything's fine. Grandpa, I want to buy that shirt. You gotta go to Cambodia, man. Okay. All right. Okay, 8 minutes. I'm. Oh, the girls XYZ is here. They didn't donate though. Come on, man. Donate to charity, and the mods will let you post whatever gross stuff you want to post. All right, cat. All right. Ow. It's your claw. It's very sharp. Yes, go down there. It's a very good idea. Yes, or not. Just whip that thing around. Some angry tail flaps coming out of the kitty here. Go sleep on your baseball jersey, buddy. There you go. Okay. Firearms at AMC Fidelity lets you set 5 times above ask price. Yes, which is why the loophole of setting your really high ask price in the pre-market is the way to go, because the pre-market is a whole bunch of scary, stupid prices listing in there, and you can get in there and do it for quite a high price. Last way, check out the second trailer for the Super Mario movie. I will, but I won't do it on this show because the last time I did the trailer, Disney put a kibosh or whoever on the monetization. So if I do that, all the donations will go to not to Charity Tuesday. So we'll have to do that not on a live show. Oshi Gaming, can you pick your sister's brain about how she learns language and what drove her? I'm an aspiring polyglot. You currently speak English, Japanese, Spanish, ASL. Want to learn more? I mean, she's got linguistics degrees and degrees in Russian and Japanese, but I don't know how much of it is learned. Like she learned how to interpret languages, and how much of it was just natural for her to do it. But she picks up languages freakishly easily, and I don't know what the magic is behind it. Some people just have that dexterity of the brain. I do not. So it's like some people can just innately draw very accurate representations of things. I don't have that either. What I have is the ability to memorize really stupid trivia. And that's and I don't know how to explain how my brain works. I don't know how to teach people that. It just happens. People like the deep voice. Well, I don't know how much longer you'll get this one for. I feel like this episode should have been done by a fireplace. I do have a new fireplace. We could probably do one like that. I just got to get a seating area set up for that first. Nothing around the fireplace at the moment. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm going to scroll down. Seriously, I've only got like 5 minutes left in me. I can't do a full 2 hours today. My voice is just not going to allow it. So I'm going to scroll down here towards the end. I'm so sorry that I can't do a full 2 hours today, but you guys met the goal, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to get to $1,000 for Charity Tuesday, and we're over 1,400. Vanilla Gorilla, thank you. First one to donate here in a while. No, thank you guys so much. And if I didn't get to thank you because your donations got cut off in that first half an hour of the chat being listed, I'm 1,000 apologies. I'm so sorry. I want to thank everybody for donating to Charity Tuesday and helping kids out with Toys for Tots, and for such a weird, disorganized show that today's show is, because I'm half a human right now. Yeah. Okay. You think Houston's capable of Elon rant today? I am not capable of Elon rant today. I don't have it in me. I don't have the energy, man. I need to take like a nap here. Dana Woji got same throat issue. It says my wealth manager restricted in getting XXXXXX shares, hundreds of thousands of shares. He said it was the second time he's ever seen that in 20 years. Interesting. Which means we've got something brewing here for sure. Silhouette, I live in Denver, Colorado. Y'all seen his mansion. Talk about Russell Wilson in Cherry Hills. He ain't worried about football. Plus, he's married to Ciara. He does not care. He said he doesn't care. He's got enough guaranteed in this contract that he can just live out his days happily forever. Lucy, my favorite place is in Florida. Okay, I'm going to have to readjust this one because the way you wrote it out. One sec. Let's see if we can Control V that sucker. I got to take the degrees off. Right? And take the and out. Put in a comma. Take that degrees out. And kaboom. Somewhere in Florida. Favorite place? Oh, we're in Floribama region. Near Pensacola. And you guys can't see it because I didn't turn on the screen. Ha! Favorite region. Swamp. Okay, so this is where we are. You got Floribama here. There's Pensacola, Panama City, sort of like halfway between the two. And our favorite spot in Florida is this swamp. All right. Fantastic. What is it about this swamp that makes you love it so much there, Lucy in the sky with diamond hands? You got a great beach this way. I never spent any time in this part of Florida. My friend Sarah lived in Pensacola for a while, and I got a friend from Panama City, and a coworker who retired out to probably right around this big harbor here. He passed away last year. I've never actually been out here. Redneck Riviera, as they call it. Syntax, I'm going to have Houston's Twitter handle. I don't have a Twitter right now. Elon deleted me for making fun of him. Elon said I was using my account to promote... I was using my account to promote abuse, is what Elon claimed. So, I don't have a Twitter right now. And Go Ask Houston apparently is frozen, so I can't get on there to do anything with that. People have been sending messages via Instagram. I sometimes see those regularly, though I'm not on there very often. I have been more because I've been posting my shiny shirts to Instagram. My voice is failing me so fast right now. My eye is starting to twitch from the pain of my throat. I want to thank everyone so much. You got another anonymous donation. Thank you, everybody. But I'm fading so hard right now. Thank you for making Charity Tuesday a success. I apologize. This show today is kind of a mess, but we got $1,500 raised for Toys for Tots. And if you're watching this show later, remember you can donate anytime. The buttons, wherever the buttons might be, and I thank you so much for making Christmas great for a bunch of kids who otherwise wouldn't have toys under the tree, and that you give a little hope, a little joy to some kids during this season. And it's Giving Tuesday, also our regular Charity Tuesday. Thank you, everybody. You guys are the best. If my voice is like this tomorrow, I probably won't be doing a show. So maybe Friday. We'll see. We'll see how much better I get as the week goes on. But you guys are the greatest, and I thank you so much for jumping in here and donating and spending time of your day to listen to my voice shred like crazy. But here you go. Merry Christmas. Right, kitty?